We going?
I think so.
Let's just go for it. Hello all, welcome to Win Factory Gaming. I am Najvil. This is Guy, and this is our newest member, Lis. And what we want to do today is just do a cheeky little stream about us, our new friend, our new partner, and just to talk about what's going on in the gaming industry in general. E3, the video games that we're playing at the moment, and stuff that we're kind of doing outside of gaming as well, I guess, just to kind of introduce ourselves again. It's been a while, and introduce Lis, and yeah.
I think it's worth talking about the new addition to your Switch as well.
Oh, hang on, we can grab it. Yes. So, if you guys, any of you played this, you can understand the camera.
Where is it?
This is horrendously difficult. If you haven't played it already, I would suggest buying it, but at the same time you'll just start doing this and just pulling out clumps of it. But yeah, an absolutely phenomenal game. You're just almost a rehash of the original games on the Super Nintendo, and yeah, just loads and loads and loads of fun, but really, really hard. How about you guys? What are you playing at the moment?
I'm not at the moment.
You're not? You're not playing anything at all?
Mobile games.
Oh,
Nothing,
okay.
like, major.
No?
Oh, what was it? Cat.
Yeah.
We did a post on
Cat.
Klepto cats, yeah.
You literally just have some cats and you send them out to go steal stuff for you, and then it fills your house with stuff. And that's pretty much it. You literally just send them out.
Klepto cats.
Cats
Yeah.
that thieve.
Well, at least there's a bit of alliteration in there. That sounds awesome. So, is it level based? Do you level up? Do you gain experience, or how does it work?
No, but you fill your house with shit that they go and collect.
With absolutely pointless shit.
Yeah.
Amazing. How about you, Guy? What are you playing?
In fact, I'm going to grab my phone.
Go on, do it.
Oh,
Do it.
shit.
Do it. So,
Do it.
I've been looking at this whole, it's a thing I want to talk to you guys about today whilst we're live online. So get involved if you're watching us as well. You've seen all these apps that you gain points, and those points you can use for prizes, either extra games or PSN codes, Xbox codes, Microsoft codes, iTunes codes, anything. So I was like, well, I thought I'd give it a play for a few weeks and then we'd be able to talk about it. So I'm currently using, whatever you use out there as well, let us know. I'm using something called Mistplay. Level 2.
Face that.
So, there's the camera.
There's the camera.
Yeah, the camera. So what is it? So what does it actually do?
So you log into Mistplay.
You kept this on the DL, man, because I would be
I know,
on this
sneaky,
as well.
sneaky.
You Russian.
So I'm gonna show these guys, and then I'll talk you guys through it. So on this Mistplay, and they're all pretty much the same.
Yeah. See the camera.
Struggling. Yeah.
You got it.
You then have your levels at the top.
Yeah.
And as you go through them, what the hell's going on here? Next.
That's not how you do it.
Teaching me how to play it. I goddamn play this already, man. So then you get an assortment of different games that you can play.
Yeah.
Here. And whilst you do that, it gives you leveling points. So The Sims here gives you loads of PXP, which is player XP.
Right.
When you level up through the game, you then get points. So let me show you how it works. Got it. These 308 points here,
Right.
which I'm going to show these guys here.
308 points.
These 308 points in this corner here, the big ET finger, so they allow you to go into the shop.
Right. Which you can then buy real
Which
stuff.
you can buy avatars and stuff, but obviously I do not care about that. But then with 4,000 points, 180 points, you get a $5 of USD.
What?
So here's the
For
shop.
playing little games.
Yeah, and all you need to...
You're earning money playing video games. Why are we doing the stream? Right, we'll see you guys
Yeah.
later.
See you later, guys. Been fun.
Not in it for the money at all.
So, because I thought all of these apps were just a joke, and I was like, yeah, okay, you're gonna pay me fucking money. Language, sorry.
It's
Joking.
advertising, though, isn't it?
But-
That's
Yeah,
Yeah, it works, I
literally,
guess.
it's really easy to get points. So I thought, okay, I'm gonna get 1 point a day,
Yeah.
and it's gonna take me 6 years to get a quid. But I probably played an hour
Really?
only on about 3 different games, because obviously at the start of a game you level up quickly.
Right.
When you go into the game, you have to get more XP to get your levels, and when you level up, that's when you get
Okay.
points
But then
to buy stuff.
surely at some point you're gonna have to be playing for 15 hours to
Well,
get anywhere.
And this is the thing. Can you auto battle or auto do anything in these games? Because I
Yeah,
want to have this on in
you
the
can.
background.
You
Like,
can
oh my
auto,
God.
yeah.
So you literally say at work, not at work. You can sit at home and you can
Whilst
press
you're
a
watching
button.
Friends.
Whilst you're watching Friends, that's it. So you can sit there, you can put on auto whatever,
Yeah, auto battle.
and then you can then generate XP, level up, and earn wedge
Yeah,
whilst
By
doing your
doing
work.
nothing.
yeah,
Okay, I'm in.
yeah.
Yeah,
So,
Where can we get this out from? So, I mean, is it on iOS as well, or is
yeah,
it just
it's available
Android?
on all platforms. There are different types, so that's called Mistplay, Mistplay.
Right,
There's loads of them. There's another one that's called like App-like,
right.
that's in like all advertisements on pretty much any mobile game.
Okay.
I'm interested to have a look at that, but I really want to focus on one, and then I can actually give it a good review rather than going, I'm going to try 60 and try to run them all at the same time.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So, yeah, it's literally money for playing a game, and there's some good games on there. It's not like you have to jump over a fence.
yeah, but
they're quite in depth.
I want to jumping over the fence. I want it to be as easy as possible so I can just go and
Yeah.
then make money. But like, you know, because I want to reserve my time, if I may be blunt, for games that I want to play like Donkey Kong. I mean, some, you know, low budget app that you've got on there potentially.
Yeah. It's not.
If
It's not in depth.
They're not in depth.
No, the games are.
The games
but the
are,
actual misplay is just a screen for all the other games. So you open that up, enter your game through that, and then it starts registering straight away.
Have you found any of the games enjoyable to play enough for you to sack off what you're playing at the moment? Say God of War. Stop playing that to then play this. Is it that good that you're like, I need to get on this?
No.
Okay.
It's.
Okay, God of War's a harsh comparison.
Yeah,
You can't
come on.
really okay.
To
So
be fair, you could say that about any mobile game, and you'd always pick like the bigger game over the mobile game.
that is very true. I mean, but
Yeah.
say something like Fortnite, which just becomes your bread and butter. You're just
Yeah.
playing that.
Too much.
Yeah, well, yeah. Playing it too much, but I mean, say if you say that bread and butter game that you're playing every day or whatever, or you know, even on your phone, sorry, would you swap that out to earn a few pennies and play like a less good app?
You know what? I probably would, because when I would say the best time that I use, or the most time that I use that, is either toilet time. Naturally,
Right,
you jump
yeah.
on the old apps, try and
Yeah,
level
yeah.
up, or like bedtime. So when you're hoping like I can't sleep, which is never, always can sleep, but you know, like
I can't. That's so. Yeah.
what
that'd be
are
perfect
you
for
going to
me.
do? So I literally will put a good 3 minutes when I'm going to bed in, and then just go to sleep straight away.
Amazing. Well,
Yeah, and I mean it varies. So different games will get you quicker leveling scheme, which
Okay.
means you get more. Let's call them spending points,
yeah.
or some will give you more spending points, but they take longer to level.
Okay.
So like you can either punch through the levels if you're one of those people that wants to be a level 100, you know, max out.
I just
Or
want to
you
make
can-
money.
you can
That's
just
all I want to do is make money. doing it.
RPG your way, and then slowly just start getting your player points. So I'm really happy you started talking about mobile apps. Like, I've got a sneaky combo to talk about, because I haven't told the guys that I've been doing it at all
Oh,
about pay to play. I suppose not pay to play.
yeah, it is. Yeah.
Vouchers, isn't it? It's not like
Yeah.
actual cash.
Yeah.
Like
That is ideal though, because
you can't
I mean,
buy a car on Amazon.
no.
You do get Amazon points though. Is that Amazon's on there?
Ding.
Darn.
Well, I mean, for me, mobile-wise, I have been playing an extensive amount of, oh my god, an extensive amount of Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links, as in dueling, let's duel, as the cartoon says. And I've been focusing all of my time on building a specific deck, like a specific card, like set of cards that I can then use to play against the computer or against people.
Is this piggybacked on your Hearthstone addiction?
No. I was never addicted to Hearthstone, oh my god. Oh my god.
Paladin Murloc's there.
You're bringing it all back. You're bringing it all back. Yeah, no, it's there's a hell of a lot more rules in play when it comes to Yu-Gi-Oh. Almost convoluted to a certain degree, but when you get your head around it and you understand your deck after a few hours of playing with it and experimenting with it, you can then just go in and enjoy it. And now I'm actually getting close towards the deck that I want by acquiring cards, by purchasing them with in-game currency.
Yeah.
You can obviously buy with real money, standard.
Pay to win.
But yeah, you get. Oh yeah, you can pay to win. But
Yeah.
there was a guy at work who paid to win. He used his deck against mine, and I destroyed him because the deck that I was using.
You like
Well, I
that?
say destroy. He might be watching. Hi George. I
You
would
got
say.
owned.
He got wrecked. I think. Yeah. I mean, I thought I was going to go into it and get absolutely hammered when I managed to beat him. You know, it was 1-1. So yeah. Anyway, so that's
When's
been.
the next one then? Best out of 3.
The next match, oh man, probably tomorrow because it's Friday.
Yeah.
Cheeky little match at lunchtime, or the pub, whatever. We'll see.
During lunch.
During that one. But yeah, so that's been the extent of my mobile gaming. But in terms of actual games, in terms of console games, you, Liz, play a lot of Overwatch, right?
I play some.
The cat?
Yeah. I mean, I do
Bit of
play.
a fan.
I don't get to play it as often as I'd like to play it. Also,
Okay.
you know, jobs.
Oh,
We have them.
Jobs. So we're doing this. We can stop working. What?
Yeah.
Yay.
Yes.
We can play more games.
Absolutely. So who's your main? Who's your character you like to play in Overwatch?
I actually play a lot of Pharah,
Okay.
mainly just because I like to fly around and blow stuff up.
Oh yeah.
Because who doesn't?
Who doesn't?
Obviously play Diva.
Yeah. Cool.
But yeah, Pharah's like my go-to. I just love playing. So I'm not like amazing at Overwatch.
But you enjoy it.
But I enjoy playing it.
Absolutely.
That's why I play it.
Well, that being cool, yeah, that is the whole bloody point, isn't it?
That's
Because
the point.
you can grind, but just for the sake of grinding, no, you want to play something you enjoy. What was it? Who did I have a go with? I got good with what's
Junkrat.
the bow guy.
Oh.
Handsome.
Yeah, Hanzo. Everybody hated Hanzo when I was playing that game.
Because of the
But
overpowered dragon.
I don't know. Well, maybe I don't know. I mean, I was playing it on release.
Just go through the whole map.
Yeah, I really enjoyed playing as him because I love bows in games. You know, Crisis, Far Cry, anything like that with a bow. I just love it. So I played as him for a bit, and then just got bored because a lot of my friends migrated from PS or PlayStation to PC to play it, which is obviously the best way of playing it. And that was it. Once when there was no one to play with, I got a bit bored of it personally because I like to play team play games with people that I actually know. Otherwise,
when you're playing on your own, it's not quite as fun.
No.
It's definitely one of those games you have to play with people. It just makes it a lot more fun.
Absolutely, and I think playing with people that you know as well, so you can communicate on headsets and all that. Because playing with randomers, again, it's like playing on. I know everyone talks about it, but playing on Fortnite or PlayerUnknown's, like you can play with randomers. It is the whole thing.
Yeah.
But you play in teams with that, and if you don't know them, they'll just run off or land in an area which you haven't decided on, and they'll be clicking on the map saying land here, and you're like, no, I'm going straight down here.
You get some child screaming at you going,
Yeah.
what are you doing in this character? And
Be my friend,
if
be
you
my
want
friend.
that character so bad, you play that character.
Yeah, exactly. To the towers, man, to the towers. But yeah, so I mean, Fortnite. But yeah, on going on a bit of a tangent.
Sorry, Tilted Towers, another tangent. So I'm just doing the Twitter, guys. That's why I'm over here. Just saying, come and watch us talk nonsense. Anyway, Tilted Towers. How shocked do you think people were that it wasn't Tilted Towers that got took down by the meteor? Because everyone's like, it's going to be destroyed, and then it was Dusty Depot that got nailed. Man.
Yeah, well, this is it. I mean,
I was shocked.
You're going to have to take the lead on here, man, because I haven't played a lot of Fortnite. I mean, how much have you played?
I think I've been on it like once.
So come on, tell us what's happened since the update. I mean, I know a lot of people who are going to be watching have probably play it as much as us or more than us. They probably know what's
probably
going on.
way better than us as well.
There's a guarantee that they're way better than me.
But...
Oh my god, I'm horrendous in that game.
So there was a couple of things of that major update when everyone assumed Tilted Towers was going to get taken down. Because everyone was saying it's destroying the game. The whole point was to go to the corner of the map, get your guns working with the storm, and then take each other out. You know, off the Hunger Games, off the survival games, PUBG. You know, they're all the same thing. Anyway, that didn't happen. So what happened? Dusty Depot, which is 3 warehouses right in the middle of the map, got taken out. A few with some other asteroids that hit around the map as well.
Yeah, they teared up a few areas, and they added a few more buildings, like the hero, because like a hero theme to this one, isn't there?
Yeah, it's really cool, man. That hero building's got a gym at the top.
Yeah.
What?
Dropping his money right now. Death press.
What's I saying? I lost the gym. Oh, yeah.
I interrupted, my bad.
Dusty Depot is now Dusty Divot.
Dusty Hole.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
And it's got these little, like, gems.
Yes.
You can take, and it reduces the gravity that affects you for, like, I think it's about 45 seconds.
You can jump for days. I mean,
yeah.
I think the
shotgun jump battle with that is ridiculous.
That's the thing that I experienced that started pulling me back into it, because I have to say that without going off on too much of a tangent, because we all haven't played it, but I was getting a bit fed up of Fortnite to a certain degree. It was just not fed up. It's a lot of fun, but I was just losing.
I
think it's one of those games that's better when you play with other people.
Yeah.
That's
where it came
it's
from.
just like,
yeah.
because I had a go on it and I was just like wandering around, literally you don't see anyone for ages, and just finding loads of stuff, and then by the time you actually find someone, you forget how to play a game, and you're like,
and you get jammed.
Oh, I'm dead. Okay, great.
Yay. That is
I do.
Yes, take advantage of noobs. What? Never done that before. I think, I mean, a lot of people who don't enjoy that game have come back and said pretty much exactly the same thing that you said to me. Like, I'm just wandering around aimlessly, I'm chopping down trees, and then when I finally get into a fight, because I've had zero chance to practice in an actual gunfight, I just get wrecked immediately. Just get headshot by a pump action, and that's it. It's game over. But one thing I will congratulate Fortnite on and PUBG on is that single player, duo, and squads all feel completely different to me. As a player, like if I'm on my own, I'll play stealthy, or I'll play really aggressively and climb up, get the high ground and a kid, and then shoot them in the head. Or with duos, if I'm playing with you, we always play really stealthily.
Yeah.
We're in bushes, bush babies.
Like cover,
i.e. camping bushes and waiting to run past. Well, I'm not guilty. But then in squads, it's so difficult. The squads is just so hard because you come up against a team of very competent 4 players, you're just going to lose no matter what. And I think that's where we struggle, but. Yeah, I mean, so that's what you've been playing, is that you've been playing a lot of... Well, I know, I don't even have to ask you that for camera's sake, I know you're playing that all the time.
Yeah, absolutely smashing it. I've got loads of friends.
Alright.
Just gonna leave it there. No,
I've got 400 friends on Facebook.
Honestly, they love me. No, well, that's what, like, everyone is playing it. So when I go on to... Party rings.
Yeah, I know. I'm sorry.
I know. This is what we're talking about.
So I'll just wait for the microphone. Do we have to we have to cover up because we get told off for copyright?
Copywriting. Eating them.
I'll put more force on.
Anyway,
it's advertising. Yeah. We're giving them free advertising.
Yeah, if Party Rings, if you want to sponsor us, then that's fine.
That's absolutely fine.
We've got absolutely loads of people watching us at the moment, so
400 at least.
People watch me Party Rings.
That's it.
400 Party Rings.
And drop it everywhere.
Don't worry. I like hoovering. It's fine.
That's fine. Yeah. That's why I did it.
Fortnite. I'm playing it. Yes, I'm playing it because whenever I log on, there's at least 2 people that are on Fortnite that you can just say, "Hey, should I jump in?" Because as you're saying, on a solo, I like to play a solo to warm up in because I'm only letting myself down or win. So
don't choke.
I try not to.
Yeah, and then duo is where the fun comes in because I go absolutely militant. Any of you heard me on my streams, I'm like, enemy moving left to right, 2, 4, 3 to 7.
That's the airsoft in you, man. That's the airsoft training.
So yeah, Fortnite's really good, and that's what I've been playing. But some people hate it as well. I'm really close to the mic, so...
No, but like, the one thing we haven't talked about yet is the thing that we all play together, which is Monster Hunter.
Oh! I didn't want to bring up Monster Hunter because I won't shut up about it for like the next 3 weeks. It's so good. It's so good. That game is so good. I mean, there's no PvP, and I absolutely love that because if a game has got a strong enough player versus environment, player versus enemies, player versus NPCs, if it's that good and it draws that much of a challenge, especially against a single entity, something really, really big, you have to team up to fight against. There is nothing more gratifying than bringing down the biggest monster in that. Well, not the Xeno'jiva because that takes like 8 weeks to kill. But let's say something like, let's say the Devil Yo, for example, or like a big meaty, pickle face. Like bringing down something like that together and doing it, and like you're 2 feints in, you got 1 left, and you're just really trying to bring this thing down, and you bring it down. There's nothing more satisfying than that, and that's what keeps you coming back because I want to beat this monster with these new weapons that I'm using. Whether it's you're using a hammer, or the bow.
The bow really, but yeah, those are my two mains.
Dual blades,
always,
and insect glaive. So insect glaive, so we got a really good variety when we play, and it's just.
And yes, I am the one that wipes us immediately. I'm like, look at me, I'm with my bow, straight in, dead. I'm like, sorry guys, I didn't see that.
Yeah, I mean, whether you're petting your poogie,
yes,
or exactly, yeah, they'll put the poogie in the bumblebee outfit. Whether you're petting a poogie or whether you're actually going up against a really tough monster, it's just so much fun. It's so much fun to play that game.
I just like to get my kitty outfits that match mine.
Well, yeah.
Matching outfits.
Absolutely. I mean, I think I've forked out about 140 hours into that game.
It's so easy to do that.
Oh my god, just so quick, just gone. Time is gone. But it's so good. And
well, you guys are old school into New World Monster Hunter, whereas I'm new to Monster Hunter this release. So there's in the game I was doing all of the story mode. Obviously, it's the only thing you can do.
Yeah.
And these guys, you know, they're cultivating these really cool things like knowberries, and I'm like, guys, I can only do honey. What's going on? And literally, I was like, rank 1 armor, level 1 armor.
I still remember when I first played with you, and we were like, I can't remember what we were fighting now, but we were quite far in. And
There was obviously
you'd actually gone quite far into the game. And we were like, Guy, what armor are you wearing? And you're like, oh, just the one that I came with. I'm like,
starting
have you
stuff.
upgraded it at all? No.
How do you do that? You can upgrade? Oh, that'd make it really easy.
There's different armor.
I keep getting one-shot by every single monster from rank 4 upwards. What's going on?
He was actually doing really well.
No, I know.
Thank you very much.
I was like, what?
How are you doing this?
How are you surviving?
And and you're like, you can. And that came from you saying, to make the currency in the game, the zenny. You kind of cultivate this and then either use it to craft stuff, which I absolutely love crafting stuff, like crafting materials in the game is just a big win for me.
Absolutely.
And then you're like, you can just cultivate. Anyway, like, have you actually done the things I've done? I've killed the 4 monsters.
The Elder Dragons, for example.
You know, the story like the Angie.
The Basil Gus. The two temple Basil Gus. Right, if you want to know something, right, Guy is a really calm, genuinely nice bloke. Not being all brown nosy, but you get him on Monster Hunter against 2 templed Basil Guys. Oh my god. I can't say anything. I'm a self-admitted angry person anyway. And playing Monster Hunter against overpowered monsters, especially when you're sharing your feints. So if there's 4 of you in Monster Hunter, if you haven't played, you get 3 opportunities to feint. And each one, if one of you faints,
which is effectively like a death. Sorry.
Yeah. So like you said, so like a death. So if you faint, there's 2 feints left between all of you, not 3 each. It's basically 3 lives between 4 people. So only 3 of you can faint. And so obviously, if you faint, you're like, oh my god, I fainted! Everyone hates me.
When you get to that point where you can see the monster limping, and you know it's nearly dead, and then someone dies. And
you're talking like we're all speaking from experience here, isn't it?
Do you remember that last time we played?
Who was it who got wiped? Was it me?
I think it was you on the last one.
No, it wasn't. I'm not. It was not.
I think it was. I'm pretty sure.
I think it might have been Tom, actually. I think it might have been Tom.
I think it was me, then Tom.
I think we have Tom watching.
You took the last
was it you,
one.
Tom?
I did.
No, he took the last one.
Give us a comment if you're
and we
there.
were like, we were so,
sweetie.
So close. Oh, we've got comments.
Favourite monster?
Ooh.
Difficult one.
Easy. My favourite monster in Monster Hunter, the one that I had the fondest memories of because it was so horrendously bad to fight, was the Savage Devil Yo, which is a subspecies of the Devil Yo where it's basically constantly in enraged mode, I think, and it's just a hell of a lot harder, a hell of a lot faster, like any of the subspecies, like the Pink Rathian or the Azure Rathalos. And that was a very memorable fight. But in terms of monsters that I'd love to bring into Monster Hunter World, it's got to be the Kongala. I want that monkey to throw some shit at me.
I hated that one and the spider one.
Oh, what from Monster Hunter 4?
Yeah.
Oh, the thing that used to swing around and man.
It. And I don't know. I really like the Anjanath from the new one.
Look at this Anjanath. Yeah.
But I really want Lagombi. I want bunny armor.
The Lagombi is an amazing fight. He's sliding around everywhere. So Lagombi's like a giant rabbit.
I'm going to say, for me, if this is like this to you, it's the same for me because this is old
snow
school.
Rabbit, and then you get snow armor, and it's like got bunny ears on it, and I want that armor.
Because there's some. I fought Lagombi for the first time in.
Capcom, if you're watching, we've requested
Lagombi, please.
Lagombi now.
Tuesday update, please.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Yeah.
So I think the first Monster Hunter that I played was Monster Hunter 3 on the Wii, and I had absolutely no idea what I was doing. And then I played Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate, was it, on the 3DS? Yeah. And my friend Mark was like, Rich, this is how you play this game. And he gave me a full rundown. And by 4 or 5 hours into playing, 4 or 5 hours into playing, I was loving it because I knew what I was doing. I knew that mining resources went towards making my armour set. Yeah. I knew actually how to equip the armour because it's a stupid, convoluted system in some respects, Monster. It can be very, very, very in-depth. But when you get your head around it, it's amazing because you have so much customization and so much... And Monster Hunter World that's kind of been taken back a bit. I mean, they kind of nerfed a lot of the stuff that was in Monster Hunter to make it more accessible to the general... I mean... How many sales? Like 9 million sales in that game now. give or take. Just say if we're wrong.
Call us up.
Let us know. But yeah, I mean, they had to kind of tone it down to make it more accessible to new players, but they are bringing Monster Hunter, I think it's Double Cross, from Japan to the Switch, UK release, and it's coming out in, I think it's August, I think it's the 24th of August. When that drops, I am, oh my god, because it's got so many monsters. It's got all the monsters. It's got, and you
Straight
got,
off the bat, no updates.
what they do with Monster Hunter games is, that going on, guys. Sorry if we're kind of going on about the same thing for a bit of a long time. But what they do is they just
But we
basically
do love it.
Well, yeah, exactly. They do release monsters every month or so, or every quarter. They'll release more monsters, or like a theme, so like Devil May Cry as we've had, or Samus, Super Metroid. Obviously, we've seen Mega Man. So that's the new one that's coming out. So Monster Hunter World, unless you guys are on, for me, is a bit dry now. If I'm honest, I hunted everything I've got what I wanted to get.
I still haven't finished it technically.
Exactly, so that's why I love playing with you guys.
So, I mean, yeah, but then like obviously if you've done everything,
I've got the
you're
set
just
that I
then
want.
currently like constantly waiting for them to bring something else out, like
That's it.
like, monthly.
And they need to,
There
they
you
need without bitching about Capcom, but I am going to bitch about Capcom because I'm a huge fan of Capcom. You know, Street Fighter, Mega Man, everything. Huge fan. They need to be releasing stuff more often than this.
Well,
it's
what
too
they
slow.
need is a new area,
Yeah,
and then they can have Lagombi.
that's true.
Snow area.
Because
Where is it?
we've had the volcano with the cold drinks. Where's the cold area with the warm drinks?
We have no hot drinks.
Yeah.
Because in this
and
cold,
we do love a cup of tea. We are English.
Well,
so.
yeah, exactly.
I'll put the can in a minute.
Yeah.
Just so I do that. a cup of Red Bush, darling.
Yeah.
So
Double dip bag, please.
in the older Monster Hunter games, you had the cold areas where you had to drink hot drinks because if you didn't, your stamina would go.
Yeah.
So it's funny how they didn't introduce that because when we went to the Elder Recess, there was the hot area, the volcanic area.
It was
I'm
like
like,
cold.
there's gonna be one more area, isn't there?
It has to be.
Well, it's gonna be like a really high point, and so you have to drink warm drinks, but they haven't done that. So that's definitely going to be DLC. But as a director, the creator of the game said, I don't know his name exactly, so my apologies. But he said there will be no charge for any DLC for this game whatsoever.
Oh, good.
It's-
Because there shouldn't be.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's
Exactly.
how it should be.
But
When
yeah.
you bought games in the olden days, you didn't have DLC. You just bought the game and that was it.
Oh man, I can remember that when I first heard about something being hidden behind a paywall, and that was when somebody hacked Street Fighter 4 for the PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360, and they found characters in the code that you couldn't play as. And then literally a week or two later, there was, you can get this character for this much money, and it's like, well, they're already in the code, so why aren't they out? Why
Yeah.
can't you play as them
The
now?
work's been done.
But this, again, old stories, but anyway, this went on to stretch into a huge thing, and
Yeah, well, I had a similar conversation with Tom.
Did you?
Exactly about the same thing, how you're on your Mega Drive
yeah,
and you're playing whatever game.
yeah.
You know, mate. you're playing your game. Let's go with. I used to actually love Aladdin on the Sega Mega Drive,
Well, it's because Disney games
They
were amazing back
they
then.
were really good.
and if it glitched, it glitched, and it glitched in the same place every single time.
Always.
And you had to learn to play with that glitch. Whereas now, you get online and you go,
Glitches used to be
this is
fun.
glitch. I can get onto this podium, but I can't get onto that podium. And all of a sudden, they've text wrapped everything. They've changed all the layout. They've changed the sequence of the game. Whereas then, it just get on with it. You've got to complete it like that.
That used to be the good thing about games. So when you found something random that wasn't supposed to happen, or if you got stuck in a wall somewhere, you're like,
Yeah.
oh shit, how does that
Yeah,
happen?
it's like
it doesn't
the
happen anymore.
the jump shortcut on Rainbow Road on Mario 64.
Yeah.
Like you couldn't do it.
And
That,
the
that would be
fact that
patched
there were
out.
clouds reflected in the road when you're in space, like
How? I never even noticed. That's amazing. May I just say, Mario Kart
Breaking
64
news.
is the best Mario Kart of all time, hands down. Best Mario Kart ever. Wario all the way. Wario
If you think we're wrong,
on the
call
Royal
us up.
Raceway.
Peach and everything.
Peach. Oh,
PG.
bye bye.
Peachy does it.
But yeah, so Monster Hunter, we've obviously been, massively into that, and that's obviously led us on to just briefly talk about the new one that's coming out for Switch, which then leads us on to, I guess, talking about stuff which is coming out, and we've got Video Game Christmas just around the corner, which is E3 Electronics Expo Los Angeles, downtown, starting early June. I don't know the exact date, if I'm honest.
I wrote it in my diary, wasn't it? Didn't I say it? It was the 12th to the 14th of June,
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah,
That's what I said, wasn't it?
Tuesday to the Thursday, I think.
Yeah.
Midweek.
So there are games that Sony have completely changed. So if any of you guys who don't know what E3 is, just very, very, very quickly, pretty much every single game that you hear about on Facebook. So if you follow, I don't know, Activision or EA or whoever,
Or Win Factory Gaming.
please follow us on Facebook and go on our website. YouTube, subscribe.
If anyone's on YouTube, you can spend an hour watching.
Thank you very much. We'll set up a Patreon account as soon as possible. So
You forgot what he said.
no, I'm there. I'm there. So basically, if you follow a few gaming things like EA games or whatever, say if you're into FIFA or if you're Activision for Call of Duty, whatever, pretty much every bit of good news or anything that's released, like massive news of new titles and new game modes, so say Black Ops 4 and the new Battle Royale game mode that it's probably going to have, you'll hear it first at E3. It's where all the big players go, all the big boys go and big girls go to release their new game, their new IP, or to, that's basically where most of the news comes from.
It's a launch pad for any hype.
It is the ultimate launch pad, and the speculation and the rumours leading up to E3, you're literally talking from E3 2017, there are rumours going up to now, like literally until next month. And
what are they going to show next?
Well, what are they going to show next? Like, what is the next game? And what Sony have done this year, because another thing as well is that all the main game companies have their own like press conference. Sony have a press conference, Microsoft will have a press conference, so on and so forth. And they got like AAA developers like Bethesda, Square Enix, whoever. They have their own shows as well, their own little not stands, but their own presentations as well. So anyway, long story short, Sony this year, instead of keeping everything a secret, they've announced 4 major pillar games that are coming out that we are all excited about. So you've got, which I'm sure you heard of, The Last of Us 2. You've got a new open world samurai ninja game called Ghost of Tsushima. You've then got Death Stranding, Hideo Kojima's new game, and you've then got Spider-Man. I actually just almost did the Spider-Man thing by counting there. So guys, I'm just going to leave those names out there for a second. What are your thoughts on those?
Death Stranding. That's all I want to hear about.
Why Death Stranding? What is it about Death Stranding? Why do you want to hear about it? Come on. Tell us and tell them.
Well, I love all the Silent Hill games, so I just love weird shit. And Kojima is like the best for doing weird shit. And then when he brought Guillermo del Toro into it, I was like, well, this is just made for me. Like,
absolutely messed you up the minute you turn it on.
Oh my god, as soon as I saw him on that,
the trailer.
The trailer. Yeah, I was like, oh my god. What are they doing to me?
Honestly, what about you, Guy? I mean, what
gameplay though?
Which game for you is...
So...
Yes, gameplay actually is a very good point. We haven't seen any gameplay.
We've had loads and loads of trailers.
3 trailers that are just the most random, not nonsense, but you can't make heads or tails of what's going on. You just see pictures, you just see Guillermo del Toro, you see Norman Reedus holding a fetus, and you see Mads Mikkelsen looking hot as ever, because I have a man crush on him. Oh my god. And then Hideo Kojima actually was in one of the trailers as well, like a little quick snippet of him. So you've got, just real quick, sorry Guy, I went to ask you a question, but going off
I've been doing some reading up on this to carry on.
But like, so Hideo Kojima, Metal Gear Solid, nothing more said. I mean, that series is unbelievable. You haven't played one of them.
Yet.
They're going to make me play it.
We're going to do a stream.
We have to do that.
We'll either try and do it tonight, but with our setup it might be a bit difficult, so it might be another time. But yeah, we'll see what happens. Hideo Kojima, Metal Gear Solid. He has a big fallout with Konami, splits off, does his own thing, and opens up Hideo Kojima, like Kojima Productions basically. And now we've got his first major game, which is Death Stranding. And there's all these amazing actors and obviously directors, Guillermo del Toro, all of these really fucking random trailers. Pardon my French, but I have to emphasise that word because they are so bizarre. And we're hopefully, as Sony is saying, it's one of their main 4 games that they're going to be showing off. We should get some gameplay.
I hope so. I really, really hope so.
Well, that's what. Sorry,
I know.
Yeah, so I interrupted you then. But that's exactly what all the gamers. So I was doing a lot of reading today. Preparation is key, you see. And I would say 90% of anyone who's got the hype about it has said exactly the same thing. They've seen the footage, they've got the hype, but what is it actually going to look like? What are you going to be able to get your teeth into as in gameplay?
That's the thing. It's like it's very story driven at the moment,
Mm-hmm.
but we
But
don't. Actually
what is
know
the story?
Well, like, you know what I mean? Like,
No.
it seems like there's a big story going on, and that's all we've seen.
There's an overarching something going
But
on.
we don't know what you actually have to do in the game. But
Exactly.
I'm assuming it will probably be similar to like Silent Hill
Yeah, it could be, or you know,
gameplay.
I think it's going to be. You got this whole thing where people have these little babies attached to them via these tubes. There was one really, the very first trailer that came out. There were these like 7 characters like floating in the sky.
Yeah.
And there's like some heavy water, like oceans, water being heavily involved in it, and like I said, like reproduction, like babies and stuff. And then you've got Mads Mikkelsen like doing the whole shh to the camera, and all this crazy stuff going on. But again, it's Hideo Kojima. That guy's vision is second to none. If you played the Metal Gear Solid series or any of his stuff, like the Silent Hills demo, anything that he's involved with, it is so bizarre but beautifully done. And as bizarre as Metal Gear Solid 2 got, to the point where I literally had no idea what was going on at the end, it was still a fascinating story that I wanted to learn more about. So, I mean, yeah, again, I'm going off on one a bit, but what do I think the gameplay is going to be like? I mean, yeah, it could be like Silent Hill.
Yeah.
It could be like Metal Gear Solid 5, it's like an open world kind of thing, but I think it's going to be more of a story-driven, like Metal Gear Solid-esque style game, so you are going from point A to point B, like a tour bus, so you're kind of going in a linear direction, and maybe getting off the tour bus and walking around, and then maybe getting back on it and going on a bit further, kind of like God of War to a certain degree, maybe something similar to that. That's what I hope anyways. But yeah, what other games at the show, Guy, for you?
So I remember playing Spider-Man 2 back in the day.
On PlayStation 2?
Yeah.
So,
And
where you could swing from nothing. There were no buildings to swing from. Yeah.
You get to the top. You get to the top of the top of the buildings, and you're like, well, I need to still swing, and then he just connects onto something.
Well, yeah, cloud. Come on, Spider-Man.
That out of all the games that I remember from a childhood, that's probably the game that I go to. Like, I spent a lot of time on that, on a story mode, which had nothing really to it. It's like, he's stolen my purse, and then run up, and you just get that, and he'd be like, there's a robbery over there, and I literally did that for hours.
I love
hours and hours.
Yeah, but you are Spider-Man. You are Peter Parker. You're.
I was one of him.
It just kind of sounds like GTA, but
yeah, it was. So it was GTA with awful graphics, and there's about 3 moves, the pile driver move, that everyone took their thief up to the top of the towers and just pile drive them off it.
Is that what people did?
That's all I did,
mate.
So for me, I'm very excited for the other games, but I'm so excited for that Spider-Man. I guess to bring that nostalgia back with current day graphics, engines, and
the
all
most
that sort of
important
thing,
video game emotion ever. Nostalgia is the most important one.
Unfortunately, I think it's going to be. I don't want to say it ahead, but I don't think it's going to be what I want it to be.
What do you want it to be?
Running after baddies, stealing purses.
You know what it's going to be?
You want the PS2 remake?
Yeah.
It's going to be a quick press thing, isn't it?
What you mean, like quick time action?
Yeah.
Like God of War, Resident Evil 4, kind of where you literally
It's going to be like a cinematic.
Yeah.
Press button.
Oh yeah.
Deal.
But it is beautiful.
But I'll be on it.
It is one of the best.
Pre-order.
Oh yeah. You're on it no matter what.
Yeah.
I mean, out of the 4 for me, Last of Us was the greatest game of the PlayStation 3 generation by a country mile in terms of gaming a game as a whole for me.
See, I really like the game. I loved the beginning more than I did the ending though.
Really?
Because that to me was more emotional and epic, like that story part of the game. I don't want to give spoilers if I don't.
No, of course.
But that part for me was more interesting than the ending. When it got to the end, I was just like, oh. I mean, I gathered obviously they were going to carry it on, but it wasn't as dramatic for me at the end, and I was just like hoping it was going to be, and then it would have been perfect, but it wasn't quite.
No, that's
there.
fair. That's a fair observation.
Yeah.
That's a fair observation.
I do love me some Troy Baker, so.
Troy Baker, hot.
I can't complain there.
Well, I mean, yeah, for me, I was gripped, personally, I was gripped from start to finish. I mean, that the ending, like the scenes leading up to the ending where, you know, Joel is panicking and doing his thing, the main character, and everything's happening so quickly, and I was literally at the screen stood up going, go on, Joel, go on! I literally shouting at the TV screen. So, you know, I'm looking forward to seeing what they deliver with that, because again, all we've had is trailers for that. Graphically violent trailers, so it's wonderful, love that. But for me, it's Ghost of Tsushima. I mean, the idea, Onimusha, back in the day, Onimusha 1, 2, 3, Dawn of Dreams, those games were amazing on the PlayStation 2. Resident Evil meets feudal Japan samurais. I mean, oh my god. Fixed camera angles, chopping at monsters, leveling up your weapons, amazing abilities, ridiculous stories. I mean, in the third one, you're Samanosuke Akechi, this samurai warrior with this gauntlet that absorbs enemy souls, and you'd get transported into current day France with Jean Reno, the guy from Leon, you know, the French actor with the shaved head. He's in like every action film in the 90s.
Yeah.
The only French actor that anyone ever actually knows.
Right.
And he's just there, like, oh, we're going to put Takeshi Kaneshiro next to Jean Reno just for the sake of it. Because we can. But it has one of the best opening cutscenes ever. Go on YouTube, Onimusha opening cutscene. Don't worry about the dialogue or anything like that. Just watch the action. It's unbelievably amazing. Now, the point I'm making is if they do anything like that, an open-world samurai game. When was the last time you played an open-world samurai game? Not an open-world post-apocalyptic thing or an open-world this and this. I think if it's set right, if it's done correctly, lighting, mood, graphics, everything, and it's not too big and it's not just a checklist of things to do, climb this tower, jump off it, as long as it's got a bit more to it, then I wasn't digging anything then.
Spider-Man.
No, not just Spider-Man, but like, you know, things like
Spider-Man
Assassin's Creed and like, you know, I know they're great games, but
Haven't played that either.
yeah, you've not played any of them.
List,
They are
I
good.
just never got around to them. Yeah.
They're very. Everyone hates the first one, but I think the first one's excellent. But again, so it goes to Tsushima for me, but that's just Sony. I mean, again, we haven't done any form of organisation in terms of how long we're talking about certain things we want to talk about.
What we're talking about.
Or what we're talking about.
We just said, let's meet up, get some party rings,
Just
and
talk
Chris.
about stuff.
No, the party rings were definitely an extra that I just and ginger beer. But yeah, I mean, then you got
Good old
Nintendo.
Jamaican.
Oh mate, you've got Nintendo.
Well, we've
got,
had a good question actually from the Kushi. Do you know much about the new Pokemon RPG coming out, which we've shown some
Wow,
leaks
they
about?
haven't said much about it, but obviously it's going to be on Switch. They have to
Yeah.
put it on Switch. It's getting to that point now where they've made the portable console, so it has to go on there.
Oh, absolutely. But from the information that's been flying around about Pokemon Let's Go Eevee or Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu, people are speculating one of two things. One is it's a remake of Yellow, Pokemon Yellow for the Game Boy Advance, which was red and blue put together to make Yellow, so you could capture all 151 Pokemon in that one game.
They re-released those on the 3DS, so it'd be silly to do it again.
But
so that doesn't make sense to me that people think that.
The only thing for me though is that if they want to make a true next generation, so Switch generation Nintendo game, they need a hell of a lot more time than the time gap from Pokemon Ultra Sun and Moon to if they were to release a brand new Generation 8 Pokemon game for the Switch, HDMI graphics, all that jazz. If they were to release that now, I think it would be massively underfinished. It would not be a polished title. So I think they're going to release this Pokemon remake Yellow.
Mash Sun and Moon with the old Pokemon Stadium games, and that would be the best Pokemon game ever.
It would.
You'd have mini games.
The stadium was wicked.
The stadium bit was good as well. I mean, I mainly played the mini games, but if you mashed that together with how Sun and Moon was, I think that would be really good.
I agree. I mean, people are going to want the core RPG element in that game, 100%. They are going to want to do the... Oh, they need to change it up, my God. But they're going to want to do the Elite Four. They want to go do all the gyms. They want to go out and capture Pokemon and do that aspect of it. If they go too far away from that, fans are just going to go, this is Pokemon Snap. I'm not as interested.
Hey, Pokemon Snap was good.
I know, I loved it. I love Pokemon Snap. I'm not... taking a photo of Mew was fucking impossible. But you mean that again? I think that what I think is going to happen myself is that they're going to push the big game back until late 19, early 20, and they're going to release some fancy port of one of the games to keep people get Pokemon on the Switch. They don't care what it is, as long as it's on the Switch, they'll play it. I think.
I don't know. See, I don't think people want the older games again. We've done so much of re-releasing stuff. It just gets to the point where you can't re-release something again. I mean, they've done it with Shadow Colossus how many times now?
Yeah, but that's a beautiful game.
It's a beautiful game. Don't get me wrong. Love the game. But, how many times you could remake the same game? Just give us a new game that's just as good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The franchise has got enough
stop remaking
money.
stuff. make better games.
Game Freak are a pretty small studio. Nintendo want a Pokemon game out now because let's be frank, Tennis Aces, the new Mario Tennis Aces is the next game. What's the next one coming out? They need something out on that console because otherwise they are going to lose traction. They released their 2 biggest franchises, pretty much apart from Pokemon, in the first year.
They haven't done Mario Party yet.
And they haven't. Oh, and obviously
this is what I'm
Smash
waiting
Bros.
for.
As well.
That leaves
I'm
nice
waiting.
in D3.
Well, they're doing Smash Bros. Sure.
They are doing Smash Bros. That's already been announced. Yeah.
But yeah, Mario Party. Where's Mario Party? I mean, they completely ruined it on the Wii U. We won't even go into that. That was just not even Mario Party.
I'd never played a Wii U.
Oh, just don't. There's no point.
Are you scarred? Are you
I'm
still
scarred.
scarred?
I'm scarred for life.
Still alive.
Like the old Mario Party games were the best.
I'd never played one.
What?
I've never played one.
Mario Kart.
No Mario Party.
Oh right.
I never
You're
played
going
one.
to tell me you've never
No,
played
I
it
have,
either.
I have.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's fine.
I saw a meme the other day of people saying they played Mario Party and there was like a picture of a hole in their hand and then the stick had a bit of skin on it or something.
That was from, like, I think it was the second game. There was, you went into like this little hut. It wasn't even part of the game. It was just like a side bit where the options and stuff was. And you had a Shy Guy there, just on the shelf, and you had to wind it up by doing that really quickly on your joystick, as like within like the space of like a few seconds, and then it would fly across the room, and it would give you like a how far it got kind of thing.
Oh, okay.
So
So almost like track and field, like the old sport games.
so
where you have to just mash it
I
as
was
quickly
just
as you can to.
Yeah, I literally had like a blister. There was like a hole.
I've got the
in my
scars,
hand.
man.
And then people started getting those, those little earphone covers, the little soft things.
Oh,
putting
okay.
them on there to stop it from doing it.
Bloody cheats.
Yeah, back in the day, they didn't have soft touch buttons.
No.
Those new gen
Oh,
gamers.
the
we call them.
N64 controller had like the joystick bit had like little rings on it.
Yeah,
I think
it did.
That was
Tiny
what, like
little
what,
spikes.
Yeah, there's like really
Dug into
coarse,
you.
dangerous plastic.
oh,
Oh man, GoldenEye.
GoldenEye.
GoldenEye. They tried to remake that a few times. They've all been
That's
trash.
Never will. I'd rather
Same
play
with
the old
Perfect
one.
Dark though. They remade that when it was
Yeah.
the Xbox, and that was terrible.
But people are expecting Xbox to announce because I mean, what are Xbox? I'm really sorry, I'm sorry. What are Microsoft Xbox going to announce? Because they've got dick all first party games.
Yeah.
All they do release Gears of War again. Obviously Gears of War 4 sells pretty well, but
they're relying on that new controller.
yes,
I made a post about it and I didn't post it.
yes, the new control. Yes, there
I'll
is.
post it later.
Yes, which is that's an amazing piece of machinery, and if that's the start of what they're planning on doing, that's amazing.
I think that's going to be like their headline. Is going to be that controller, which is a controller that's going to be changeable. You can have it however you want. It's just like a rectangle.
It's almost like a giant keyboard,
yeah.
almost, isn't it?
It's
But
like
with
this
different
huge,
stuff on it.
like thing, and it's got like massive buttons on it. But it's got loads of ports in the back, so you can plug in like other things to it. It's basically for disabled people that aren't able to use a normal controller.
Which is amazing. I'm not
Which
just
is
saying,
really, really
that to
good.
be nice, but that's actually such a good idea.
But, like, it just means that they can change it to however they need it to be able to use it, which I think is amazing.
No, absolutely.
It's a shame that it's only for the Xbox.
Yeah.
I mean,
but
if
as
it
soon
was
as
an
that takes
idea,
off.
I mean, I'm sure other consoles will get involved in that as well. But yeah, it's a shame that it's kind of just for that console, because
Oh.
it kind of limits people to that console.
But
They
there
may
you go.
not
There
want
you go.
to play that console.
We have the monopoly on, potentially, without sounding blunt, but, players with, suffer from disabilities, they have the monopoly on those people who want to be able to access games as easy as we can. Again, I hope I'm saying that correctly. No offence if I'm saying anything offensively.
Also, there's only certain games that come out on the PlayStation, which
Yeah.
they wouldn't be able to play. So it's kind of like,
There you go.
Yeah.
PlayStation, get on it.
Come on.
Like,
Well, the thing is, though,
everybody
is
needs
Come on,
to do
Sony.
something.
Don't fall behind.
hardware's great, but unless it's a new generation, I mean, it's all about the software. It's all about the hard-hitting apps. It's all about what games are coming out, who's got the, even if they haven't got the exclusivity window, even if they haven't got the exclusivity, they vie for the exclusivity windows. They got the game for the first month or something. Like Destiny, PlayStation gets rights to like the first, like to 3 extra strikes for the first month. And people are like, ugh, people apparently love that. I don't get it. I mean, I've always owned a PlayStation, so I've always been fortuitous enough to get all that stuff straight away anyway. But I mean, I bought an Xbox 360 before I bought a PS3 because a PS3 on release was £600. So I bought an
Mad,
Xbox
isn't
to
it?
play on to get my first HD TV and Gears of War, and my mind was blown. And then the PlayStation 3 game, more games came out for that, and the rest is history. And the online was free.
Xbox 360, and I got it mainly for like a couple of games. And it was like Deadly Premonition, which they then end up putting on Sony. That was a really good game.
Yes, that's on. You can get it on PlayStation now, can't you?
You can.
Yeah.
And the other one was the American McGee's Alice Madness Returns.
Oh, yeah.
That was amazing. So that was another reason.
That scared me. I couldn't play
it. The 360.
I was a big win.
So good.
It was scary. It was scary.
That's not a scary game.
No, what's
So
scary is
scary.
Silent Hill 4, but again, I just can't
That's
even talk
not
about the
even
game.
that scary.
It is for me. My
The only
nervous
scary bit of that
disposition.
was because the ghost bit with the train, because you couldn't kill them and you had to just run away.
I didn't like the babies that crawled along with their like merged faces walking on two arms. I didn't like those things. Those were quite horrible. But
I couldn't even touch it.
no.
I might be a big guy. I'm a wuss like that. I've got Resident Evil on the VR,
Ah!
and I literally played it for
See, I can't play that on
10 minutes.
8 minutes.
And I'm like, I'm still in that first bit, walking through the house, don't want to give too much away. And I'm like,
Complete it, mate.
peeping around the corners, like, and there's like just a little
I literally
cockroach. I'm
jump
like,
at everything. So, like, even just like not in VR, I would literally be there just like jumping at everything. It's the sounds of the stuff. I like the first Harry Potter film when their face comes out of the book. I know it's gonna happen. I still jump every time.
Oh, it's like Bilbo Baggins when he's like, "Give me the ring back," for it. And he goes,
right.
"Ah!" It's like, "Oh my
exactly.
god!"
You know it's coming, and you still
Sat
do
there
it
like this.
anyway.
You're sat there like that, like just literally like watching it. This is terrifying.
Even if I wasn't looking at the screen, the sound would still make me
Yeah.
jump.
Oh.
Like, what?
What scares me are the boss fights on this, but we're not against that.
Let's reel it back. Finish off a bit of E3 chat.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Let's go on to Nintendo.
Can I just really quickly say then, if we're gonna move on from E3,
No, stay on E3.
No, stay
Okay.
on E3.
We go on to
Sorry,
Nintendo.
Yeah.
sorry, I don't use it heavily.
So we were talking about a couple of the releases. Obviously, we mentioned Super Smash Bros. Coming out.
I would say, well, if I may, just quickly jump in there, just so we're clear on everything that we've read about. They're doing like an open tournament there
Yes, they
to
are.
advertise the game, which leads me to believe that that's not a major announcement for them. They can
I
show a
don't
bit of
think it will
gameplay.
I think it's going to be something new that we haven't heard of.
Yep.
I think it's going to be something completely.
Metroid 4.
No, I don't even know. I think it'll be just like a completely new game that
Yeah.
nobody's heard of before.
There needs to be more of this. There needs to be more of that. Bring it out.
I don't know, because
Yeah, well,
I don't
everyone
really know what
knows
else-
about it, don't they? So, like you
Yeah.
said, it's not going to be their top line bread,
no,
like
it's
their
got to be
creme de la
something
creme.
else that they've kept quiet. I think it's going to be something new.
Because the other ones are Roller Coaster Tycoon
Ah!
and Splatoon 2.
Well, Splatoon 2's out. They're just doing. They're
Yeah.
releasing
On the Switch.
They're releasing. No, yeah, it's already out on Switch, but they're releasing some massive like extra content for it. So
okay.
like whether it's player versus
Again, that's
environment.
not going to be like.
No, it's not gonna be five
massive
shit.
Thing is it? Maybe they're going to tell us about the Pokemon game.
Well, no. Oh, that's one thing. They are going to give us more. We're going to get Pokemon information this month, like before E3. Apparently, we're going to get information because Game Freak and Pokemon, it's just such a huge franchise. They separate themselves away from E3 to allow themselves to have like, look at us on our own. We're amazing.
We don't need it.
So we don't
So
need
it'll
E3.
probably be that, but it will be announced beforehand, and then they'll just show us more. About
They'll
it.
definitely show us more at E3 for sure. I mean, Nintendo's conference, their press release, everything, what they did, the treehouse, everything is so good at E3. They just have it nailed and dialed there, in my opinion. But yeah, I mean, Metroid Prime 4 for me all day. Super Metroid is the best game on the SNES by a country mile. So for me anyway, I'm an over-opinionated tool. So. But yeah, I mean, what about you guys? I mean, in terms of Nintendo, I mean, I know that you want to play. What's it called? That Captain Toad. You want to play Captain Toad? Don't you?
Captain Toad is right up there. I've been a fan for 12 years now.
Yeah, it's been out before, but
Me
yeah.
and Toad go back so far. So I really, my Nintendo, I love the whole franchise, love the games, but I've never, if I'm being honest, never really bought into it. As in, with money. I bought into it with passion, bought into it with friends, playing games, and probably had evenings. In fact, we have had evenings when we were younger, where we just played Nintendo games all night. And in fact, we'd have
Zombies ain't my neighbours, mate.
Yeah. But yeah, I've always
Konami.
been PlayStation, always been that Sony. So Sony drive the whole way through apart from PS1 onwards basically or PS.
I just suddenly thought, Sony, speaking of Sony, what about news on a Final Fantasy VII remake?
That's not going to happen.
I know, but we can pray. That's okay. That's my dream. That's what I want to see at E3. Pokemon
Here's
Final
another
Fantasy VII remake.
trailer. No gameplay. That's what it was going to be.
No, we've had a bit of gameplay, but they've changed the whole team up. They've sacked the team off and brought another team on, so they're probably starting from scratch again.
It's
So.
just going to say Final Fantasy VII and it'll just say Sephiroth. And then
Yeah,
that'll be it.
yeah.
That is literally what you're going to see.
And that'll be boner enough for me. I'll be happy with that. So. That's it.
You'll be
Just
there.
One Winged Angel being played on repeat the whole time. That'd be absolutely fine. But yeah, sorry. So Nintendo. I mean, you played it a lot as a kid. I mean, what games would you want from it? What would make you? Okay, better question. What would make you buy a Switch? What would make you buy one of those up there?
Probably the Pokemon game that we've been talking about.
Yeah.
Because
Trading.
like that Pokemon, Pokemon Vanilla.
Red and blue, baby.
Like that was when I was just I was on my grey Game Boy
Yeah.
with the purple buttons. Google
Google
it if you don't know. If you don't know what it
It's
is.
not even grey, it's yellow, it's so bloody old at this point.
And it's like a Bible inside, so playing it like that.
Yeah, you're like, this is amazing. It's like an iPad but 8 inches thick.
And the screen the size of your thumb.
Yeah, and it's not even backlit. It's literally you play in a dark room, you're screwed. Like,
Count the
this is
pixels.
great.
Yeah, a really in-depth game that has the capability to expand as well.
Rock, paper, scissors.
I'm not even sort of saying, okay, release your red and blue together, and then you want your yellow, and then you want to go all the way to your other ones. I'm talking like new gen, like you're saying.
Gen 8.
Release it
Yeah.
so they say, here you go, guys. This is what we've had. This is what you've had. Look at it now. It's really good. Work on this hard. Put the graft in, because by the time one of you gets towards the end, we're going to hit you with a load of new stuff that no one ever knows. No one knows about. No one's seen. No one's even heard about. You've not even dreamt of. Then I'd be like, I want to be on that train. So
Okay.
that would make me punch hours into the Switch and get one tomorrow.
See, do you not think though? Maybe they'll do it so that it's like online and you can actually interact with other people playing.
That's the dream.
Yeah.
What would be amazing if you could join a team.
And
Team
go
Rocket.
to the different islands.
That would be awesome.
Yeah.
So
that'd be
they could
wicked.
just release a new one.
Yeah.
A new island.
Like
So release
open world.
Ho
So
and
it
release...
would be like the old games, but not.
Nostalgia there. So you got Kanto. You start in Kanto, and then Johto gets unlocked, and then so on and so forth. And then they have party rings. But what do you think about this whole Pokemon Let's Go? I mean, there's going to be a connection to Pokemon Go, because Pokemon Go was a massive success.
Yeah.
They're saying that you get to capture Pokemon the same way on your Switch touchscreen, but how do you do it when it's docked? You can't.
Yeah.
So is that just going to be a little novelty thing that you can do this on your screen and capture Pokemon? Or there's going to be an integration?
Switch to your mobile.
Because what people are saying is that if it is set in yellow, if it is set in the yellow world from Pokemon Yellow, they're saying that Red and Blue, so Gary and Ash, are NPCs that you meet along your adventure, and you start with either Pikachu or Eevee instead of starting with the three mains, so Squirtle, Charmander, and Bulbasaur.
Well.
But my only thing with that though is that why would you want to start with an electric type only when you can start with one which turns into any element that you want? That's my only thing. It's like that one's OP.
Yeah.
I'll just get my ground type and wreck your electric type if that's the right way. I think it's the right one. Or rock against electric, whatever.
Call us out.
Yeah,
Acoustic,
please. But like, I mean, there's a lot. If you literally just do a bit of reading online, guys, we can't recount all of it. There's a lot of rumour going around. It's been going around for a month now. There's been one Twitter user in particular who's just been releasing info after info after info. Even a screenshot of what looks like 3DS graphics of somebody riding a Lapras with an Eevee sat on their head. So since its name's come out, Pokemon Let's Go Eevee, people are like, there's an Eevee on its head, but these graphics look like 3DS graphics. Why? This is a Switch game. This should look amazing. But they could easily just take a 3DS game and just crisp the graphics up.
Maybe I've got it.
Done.
you know, like how the Dreamcast had the
Document
little
it.
Tamagotchi thing.
Yes.
Maybe you can have it on your phone and level them up as you're walking around.
Oh, Sugar Plum.
And then-
like
yeah,
the Poke
Or
Walker.
If it's not that, it should be that.
Game Freak, you heard it first.
Yeah.
Liz,
If it
newest
isn't-
member of WFG, is giving you the best idea ever.
Do it.
Get on it. Do it.
Do it.
And
Do
then you
it.
can like,
It's so easy
maybe
as
they'll do
well.
it like little Tamagotchi thing, and you can like, you know,
You can stroke it like this.
wash and stroke. And
You can wash
like,
it.
So you could do that on
Yeah.
the latest 3DS one, couldn't you?
Yeah,
could
you
play
get-
with them and like.
You rub them in a special spot and they go all happy.
And that cat, when it turned
What?
into the big one, I've forgotten what it's called, and it looked really dodgy when you were like stroking that one.
Oh yeah, and there's one
It's
which
like, no.
was like, when you were stroking it.
Leviosa.
But yeah, maybe they're going to do that because then it's like you're on the go.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely. I think that.
But then, I mean, the whole point of the Switch is that you're on the go anyway, but not that anyone ever does that. I mean, I wouldn't want to do that with mine because I would totally break it and then.
Have you not got a fancy carry case?
No.
I have a silly carry case. It's like a handbag. It's beautiful.
But
I'm
you
not going
don't
to show
play it
any.
in there though, do you?
No.
If you dropped it when you're playing and you smash the screen, that's it. Oh, my
That's-
console's dead.
People do like tube journeys with their Switch. What if somebody went, oh, excuse me, and then like bang, and you're like, oh my god, that's 270 quid, you
Yeah.
arsehole.
You probably have quite a word with them, I'd imagine, wouldn't you?
Yeah, I'd hit them with the
Yeah.
remains of it.
Yeah.
That's why I would never take mine out.
No, that's
Like,
no,
play
that's,
it at home. Like,
yeah, just but yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
But, so, are Nintendo going to release a Switch Lite? Are we going to get a Switch
can
XL?
you make it lighter? I mean,
XL.
Yeah, a Switch XL.
can you make it? Do you need it bigger?
I don't know. Some people think the screen's a bit small. I
Really?
think the screen's great.
I think it's.
So literally like a 42
I
inch.
mean,
with
To me, it's
controls on the
massive
side.
anyway. But like,
No,
I don't know
oh,
why you'd need it bigger.
Nakushi, you are a questionable chap. Have you heard the rumour about a new Splinter Cell for E3?
no.
Yes, we have. We are going to see what's going to
He's
happen.
totally looking stuff up and
Oh,
asking
he
us stuff
totally is. Oh, guys, have you heard about this? Copy
that I
and
just
paste.
looked at.
Copy and paste. No, we love the
Right.
interaction. It's amazing. Thank you, Nakushi. Splinter Cell. When Ubisoft popped their conference, because they're going to have a massive conference, because they're going to release their. I think the Division 2 is going to say. Because Division 2 essentially had the first Battle Royale game type. When the survival mode came out for Division, it was this amazing idea of a certain number of people being dropped into a certain section of the city, massive snowstorms so you couldn't see shit, and you had to basically get to fires and keep warm. So if you got too cold, you just die. So you had to shoot people,
Need those hot
get
drinks.
those hot drinks exactly. Get a hot chocolate. You're there like, hi guys, it's got my hot chocolate.
You want a cup of tea?
I get extra warm because of my marshmallows. But like, you had to stand by fires to get warm, and basically it was 20 of you or 30 of you, all against all, making your way to the centre of an area. But there are also NPCs, so like computer AI that are trying to kill you as well. That's essentially the first battle royale game.
Yeah.
Apart from
100%.
apart from the ones that were PUBG was modded from. Obviously, those games are on the PC. But I'm saying for like the wider audience, which are console gamers, this was the first real battle royale. Now, so they've basically, if they remove the AI from that, they've got a lot. If they remove the AI, they've got more space for actual players. If they do something similar to that survival mode, where it's not about killing everybody, it's just about staying alive,
Yeah.
which completely changes the dynamic of the game. I want to stay warm. I need to keep warm. I need to stay alive. Not I need to get as many kills as possible. Look at my Twitch stream.
Yeah.
Like I need to stay alive. I need to play more carefully. I think that's a whole different type of battle royale game mode,
Oh, yeah.
which everyone and their dog is going to be trying to do at E3
Yeah.
this year. It's going to be Call of Duty, Battlefield, everyone. And there's going to be games
See,
that are just
I've never
battle.
got into the whole Call of Duty thing.
That's
I
because
tried.
they were amazing, but it's just gone. It's gone. It's done.
Yeah.
It's
Couldn't do
done.
It's had its time.
Yeah, there's
It's
CS:GO. There's CS:GO for first-person shooters. It's CS:GO. That is the main one. Or Rainbow Six Siege, an amazing game because it's actually realistic. You know, you can get killed in 2 seconds. Blah blah blah. Anyway, point I'm making is that Ubisoft, they're going to play that. They're going to display they're going to have their show, and then you're going to get out, and the night vision goggles are going to pop.
Yeah.
The three green lights. There you go. And then what's the Splinter Cell gameplay going to be like? I don't know because I'll be honest, I've never played one.
I'm not even.
Splinter Cell. I've
Didn't tell
dabbled.
you.
I've dabbled.
Come on and
but
tell us, in guy, because I waffle.
Yeah,
I've been
wouldn't
waffling
know,
too much.
and
Come
I'm
on.
totally going to eat it part of your own way. Tell us.
It's the only thing that I can link it to what I've done more of I want you to talk. Is the way that we play airsoft. So extremely tactical, and I would link the difficultness to trying to get. Well, if you're doing it, how the game should be played. Obviously, you could just get an M240 and mow everyone.
Yeah.
But if you're trying to be, sneaky, stealthy, I would link it to trying to get Silent Assassin in the Hitman games.
Oh.
So we're talking
sorry.
thing wrong. One thing wrong, and and that's it. But obviously, some missions did have an element of that you would get caught out straight away. You can't be seen. But others, you get an M240, get a grenade, start laying it down.
5.56ers and pineapples.
5.56ers and pineapples. You can, but like it's all. It goes back to, loads of games have it where you can put like the camera under the door. You can look about, see what's there. And they're all sort of released around a similar time, so they mimicked each other quite well.
Oh, God, yeah.
It's great. Great. Would you play it? Yeah, hell yeah, you would.
Well, I mean, stealth games I love. I mean, So we had a trailer a while back now. It was From Software, the makers of Dark Souls, Demon's Souls, Bloodborne, just Dark Souls in general. 25th of this month, we're getting the remake of Dark Souls 1. Fucking hell, Liz.
I'm sorry.
It's Friday next week, by the way, guys.
Yeah, Friday next week, 25th of this month.
Be there or be square.
Go to game. It's it can be about 30 quid. Pick it up. Don't be a wimp. Because when you get that kill, when you beat that boss after your 467th try, you will be so happy with yourself, even though you've been doing it for 4 hours. I have not done that before, ever. But From Software had a trailer which they dropped I'll probably say about 6 months ago now, where it was like this really rusticy, gory, chainy, metally looking thing, and it had like a bit of like scroll and parchment in the background, and people just immediately thought Bloodborne 2. Bang, done. But then there was like a little message that said something about two or like a couple or something that basically, instead of it being like orientated at one person, it's orientated at two. And people then start thinking, what if it's Tenchu, Stealth Assassins? Now those games were hugely popular when they were out. The first one, the second one, the third one did really, really well. And they're like the best stealth games, man. Like, assassinating people, chopping their heads off, whatever. People love violence. Let's not try and deny it. And people are thinking, is it a new Tenchu game? Is it a brand new Tenchu game? Would From Software take up that mantle and do, with their camera angle, their third-person engine, the way you play Dark Souls games, you could quite easily put a stealth spin on that and sneak up and backstab people, climb up buildings using grappling hooks, ninja stars, smoke bombs, whatever. When was the last time you played a true, good stealth game? That wasn't, apart from Hitman, come on, like something that's really, really good and stealthy.
But it's relatively railed, though, Hitman.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie,
all the games
I
are.
don't really like the whole stealthy thing.
Oh, how come?
I just shit at it. So I don't enjoy it.
So shitting it in
I like to just run in and kill shit. That's
Run and
why
gun.
I do dual blades
Run and
so
gun,
much.
yeah.
Just kill
So
that shit.
Yeah, but you're the flash bomb expert, so yeah. Flashy entrance. Huzzah!
We haven't started attacking yet. Ta-da!
I know. Honestly, as soon as that thing flies off, it's just like, flashed it. Fucking hell, man.
Just like
And
that.
they're like, I might just get my flash bombs out, and it's just there, like, already flash it, like, so good. So good. Oh, that's Monster. We're going to keep going back to Monster.
Yeah.
Just gonna keep covering.
So good. But yeah, so I mean, there's just so much stuff that's been released and speculated, and there's hype, and there's all these rumours that are going around, and, it's quite a bit like Hitman.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So, yeah, I mean, I'd love a stealth game. I love stealth games. I love repeating stuff. I love repeating that same sequence of events that you can do in several different ways, getting it perfect. Like Tenchu had the same thing as Hitman, where if you went through the whole level without being caught and killing everybody, I think, as well, you got like Perfect Assassin or whatever it was.
Yeah.
Or Master Assassin. And getting that was impossible.
Master Chief Assassin.
Exactly. But loved it. But you don't want to do stealth.
No,
So
I
Tenchu's
just
not
like
for
to
you.
go in there and kill things.
You just want to just...
Well, you probably still could do. It'd just be
probably
really
could.
difficult and you get an awful
Yeah.
rating.
So yeah, it's exactly like awful assassin. Yeah, but they're all dead. I killed the objective.
Everyone is dead.
Stealth is
I am
shit.
the best.
Who wants to stealth when you can be loud and
Are
proud?
you supposed to save that person?
Yeah.
Who's that person? They're in two pieces on the floor.
Yeah.
Arigato. But yeah, so E3 there's so much coming, and it's only literally a matter of weeks away now.
Yeah, under a month. If you don't know what it is, Google it. You'll see the past, God knows how many years of it. I don't even know what
It's been
anniversary
going,
this
it's been
is.
going for a long time now.
But it's well worth looking into, especially if you're into some of the big pillars of games that are coming through, or you don't know much about gaming at all. It's a great place to start as well. Because although they'll use terminology and you're like, who's that random person on stage?
Yeah.
They're this like god of gaming, but they'll talk to you in a really realistic way, and they won't be, they'll just tell you what's coming out.
Yeah.
And you can really get involved, so yeah.
And will Shuhei allow us to change our names, our PSN names? That's to be continued.
No.
No,
it's just big rumour
that's
every
never
year.
happening. Every year.
I don't want
So,
to change mine though.
no, I'm happy with Nashville 86.
I absolutely hate
I'm
mine.
famous now, so it's fine.
Oh.
Or 10 bars.
So I got 10 bars off an African animal sounding music track. So it's just like like a safari noises. So you got like tigers and birds, and it's just called 10 bars. I was like, hey, that's a cool PSN name.
I've never heard this story before ever. This is incredible. This is absolutely amazing.
Breaking news.
See, mine was like Nashville because that's what my friends called me, and I just couldn't have Nashville, so I thought birth year 86. Yes, I'm old. And yeah. And what's yours again? What's this Kawaii Lis?
Lis, my name. Kawaii, cute.
Yeah, that's it.
Little. It works.
Perfect. Yeah, I would leave. I think I'd leave it, but I mean,
I'd
yeah.
change mine to Man Bear straight away.
Yeah, Man Bear Pig.
You should change
Man
it.
Bear Pig.
Man Bear Pig. Goddamn.
Or
Goddamn.
Doy.
Doy, yeah.
Doi!
Bear Doy.
But yeah,
Yeah.
so that's E3 in a nutshell. But what was it? There was something else that we wanted to talk to you guys, and I think that was the fact that we have reached 21,000 views on our website now. What? And without getting
Thank you all for
Oh.
checking it and
Thank
staying
you.
tuned.
Yeah, I mean we've all
Really appreciate it.
yeah, like everyone has been looking at our website, reading our stories, sharing it for us as well, which means a lot when people take the time to do that.
We notice every share. Honestly,
Genuinely.
every like, every share,
Tells
we
us.
read it and we go, "That's wicked."
Every YouTube comment, every Instagram comment, every single thing that you guys talk to us about. I don't know why I'm banging the table, but everything that you guys do, we are trying, and not trying, we are replying to everything that you're saying, and all of your likes and all of your comments, because we love it. I mean, we literally message each other. Oh my god, we got a comment! Oh my god, because we're at this period now where we're just, we're more and more of you are getting involved, and it's just absolutely amazing. And so what we're going to do is we are going to do another competition. So another one of our...
Oh, where's my soundboard?
I know, clapsons.
Right.
Yeah, exactly.
You keep talking and I'll find the soundboard.
I'm good. Okay. So yeah, so we have this thing where we have this thing. Keep talking. Go on.
We are going to do something, and it's going to be amazing.
It's going to be
Obviously,
amazing.
My phone's really
We
slow.
have so many views.
Oh my god.
And
So,
are you finding
Wait.
yep, yep,
Is
yep.
it somewhere? It's going to be really quiet, isn't it?
Probably.
Bring it up to the microphone.
The microphone's right there.
Just right. Okay, if you got headphones on, be prepared.
Sorry.
So we've got
No.
21,000 views.
Where is it?
Absolutely seamless.
We're not even going to edit that out
No.
because it's video on YouTube.
Yeah.
So yeah, so without me waffling on like I always do, but 21,000 views. We would have put this up 1,000 views ago. But the last 1,000 views have literally popped in no time at all. Like literally the time that we like, oh my god, we got 20,000 views, another 1,000 had happened. So what we would like to do is do another competition, another £20 PSN gift voucher. Sorry we haven't got the Xbox One, but to be perfectly honest, we don't know a lot of people who play Xbox. And that's really, really mean, but sorry, that's what we've got. So the majority of people we know play PSN on PSN, so it's another voucher for £20. What we will do, we will post the information on Facebook as to how to apply.
It'll be on all of our media, so...
Yeah.
Maybe if you want us to do an Xbox One, let us know.
In
Yeah.
the comments
Comment.
below
Tell
or on the
us
side.
that you want us to do
Where
an
is it?
Xbox One. And then maybe we'll do an Xbox One for the next one.
And then we could
YouTube.
do a Nintendo one or a Steam voucher.
Yeah.
Or we could even do an Amazon voucher, something like
Yeah.
that. So you could put it towards whatever. You can just put
Groceries.
whatever you want. Yeah, you can buy for shopping.
Carrots and apples.
So yeah, so I think that we'll post the information up on Facebook.
But this one is PSN. Sorry.
Yeah,
Go
this
ahead.
one is,
This
yeah.
one is PlayStation.
And yeah, we'll basically use exactly the same rules as we did last time. So essentially, just comment with was it 1 or 2 people?
2 people.
2 people.
Share, like, and a comment.
Yeah.
Easy as that.
And that is 20 beans. Yes, it's only 20 beans. You can't buy a full game on that, but the sales that they rock on the PlayStation Store are ridiculous. You can get games for like £3 that are originally like £30 or £40. You can buy a few games, or you can just put it towards something else. You think, I want to pick up God of War. I've said it like 8 times now because that game's incredible. But you want to pick that up. And you're
What
like,
game was it?
Dog of War.
Dog of War.
Did you see that PlayStation advert, Dog of War? Oh my god, it was amazing. Look at that, Dog of War. It was their promotional material. They were so confident that God of War was going to do well. They did an advert where a guy goes to do the advert pitch to PlayStation, to Sony, and he's like, oh, I got the wrong memo. He's done like a Dog of War trailer. It is absolutely amazing. You need to see it. So yeah,
anyway, competition. So yeah, so all you got to do is just comment, like, share, 2 people, and then just again you can put that £20 towards getting yourself a copy of God of War on the digital store.
Monster Hunter.
Get that and then play with us. You can join the
Yeah,
Poogie lovers.
Yeah.
Poogie lovers. Poogie lovers. Buy it.
On
Sorry.
the last competition, we ran it just on Facebook. So we had a few requests through people not actually having Facebook. Some of our fans were too young and they didn't have Facebook, so they were trying to do it through their parents. So we're opening this up a bit more. All the detail will be at the end of this video. It's live streaming, so it's going to be up, but we'll edit it so the information's at the end.
Well, basically, while we're all together, we'll get the competition written up and done for everybody's allowed to go for a Leave My House.
So it'll be run on all of our social media, but you can also do the same thing on the comment section here. So, okay, we appreciate that you can't tag a friend into it. However, comment on it and share this and tell your friends about it. And you can enter as well. So we're trying to open it up because we appreciate those people that don't have Facebook. Those people aren't old enough, our fans that just don't want Facebook.
And
you
because
can enter
Facebook
here.
is awful in some respects as well sometimes. It's, if you don't want to be on that and you want to gain access to the competition, then please, by all means, again, comment on the website as well. And we'll just put you into the draw. I mean,
maybe do an Instagram as well.
Yeah, you'll be on Instagram.
Yeah.
Do a comment on Instagram.
Yeah, comment on Instagram. If you just
comment.
Exactly, and just try and comment and tag people in there, or just throw some hashtags in there. Hashtag us on in fact, we're literally just spitballing as we go here. We'll give you some more. We'll give you some more like exact rules again by the end of the video. So just keep your eye on that. We'll post it on the website. And obviously we'll post it on Facebook for everybody else, and we'll probably do a post on Instagram, whatever's easiest.
Yeah, it'll be everywhere. So
it'll be absolutely everywhere. What's that? Detroit.
Oh yeah.
That is a very good point, because that's literally on its way out.
We looked at the chat then, guys, by the way.
I think it's next Friday.
Next Friday, so it's the 25th as well.
I do want to play it. I have played their other games, so I'm
they're good.
Kind of well, they are
They're quick time story. Yeah.
But the previous ones have been good.
Yeah.
Fahrenheit, which was on the PlayStation 2.
Oh god,
that was really good.
Yeah, I always heard good things about that.
And Heavy Rain.
Yeah, Heavy Rain, got that up there.
Yeah.
Also really good.
Yeah.
Their last one was okay.
Oh, Beyond Two Souls.
It wasn't as good.
That's on PS Plus at the moment, isn't it? It's free.
Yeah. But it wasn't as good. But I'm hoping this will be better.
Well, so that's actually a good point then. So you could actually go on the PlayStation Store right now if you have PS Plus and download Beyond Two Souls. It may not be the best title from that company, but it's still maybe a little bit of a hint as to what kind of game you're going to be getting. But so that's a little bit of I went off on a bit of a tangent there. So but the competition details will go up. Check out Detroit Become Human. Have a look online. Everything that we've discussed, we have posted about it. I pretty much guarantee we posted about it on the website. Or if not, we will just do a post tomorrow about stuff that we've spoken about. We'll also
do a little summary for you all.
Of course.
Summary. And
we'll also be taking the video, the stream video, and uploading it to YouTube. So if there's anything you might have missed or stuff that you want to comment on there, give us some constructive feedback. We cannot tell you enough, all of us, how important that would be if you guys say to us, change the bloody camera. You were really loud.
Party rings are great.
Don't play the in my ear. And Rich, share the crisps a little bit more often. Party rings. But yeah. So, I mean, unless you guys, there's anything else you wanted to to mention, to talk about?
I mean, we could be here till 3 weeks' time. So
we could all just keep talking, couldn't we?
Yeah.
And boring you, since there's hopefully not.
But no, I mean, I absolutely love talking to you guys about gaming, as always, as we do all day on our chats.
Yeah.
And try and play games all day on our chats.
And
apart from when we're at work from 9 to 5.
And without being too much, welcome to the squad.
Yeah, welcome. W.F.G.
That's it now. This is the trio. This is what it's going to be. It's going to be us talking as much as we can about shit that we love, which is video games. We're trying not to do clickbait posts. We're trying not to just post about Fortnite because we know everyone plays it. We want to get our own take on the games that we love. That's something that we want to... Our ethos is talking about stuff that we enjoy. And we just hope that you enjoy it too. But if there's anything that you want us to discuss, anything that you'd like to hear us talk about, just comment, man. Just chuck it on the website. Contact us on Facebook. Message us. Email us. winfactorygaming@gmail.com. Again, follow us on Facebook and comment on there. If you're not on Facebook, just go on our website. I'm sure you've got the internet. Hopefully.
If you're watching this,
he doesn't. He doesn't have the internet.
Yeah, yours is bad.
Yeah.
Let's not talk about my internet.
But yeah, 3 megabyte download. I had it.
Yeah. If I'm lucky.
Yeah. But again, obviously you must have the intent to watch this. But yeah, I mean, there's so many ways you can contact us, and just please do. And it'd be great to get the feedback because we are still learning massively.
Absolutely.
As you can tell by our amazing logo overlay in the bottom left-hand corner of the screen.
Beautiful.
But yeah, so yeah, I think we're good.
Yeah. So keep your eyes on the website. I just want to refresh their memory because we're talking a lot of tangents. We're going to be putting a post up about the new Xbox controller.
Yeah.
For people who struggle with the ergonomic normal controller.
Yeah.
So that's one to look at. I haven't touched about it, but we absolutely believe in gaming, but we also believe in fitness.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah.
So that'll be going up. I won't talk about it too much because it's quite a lot. However,
real quick, 30 seconds, go.
Right, 30 seconds.
I'm timing you, go.
Okay, so we believe in fitness, we believe in gaming, both the passions of all of us. However,
I have a gunt.
You're eating into my time, man. So I've come up with it's a workout of the week. So WOTW is what we're going to call it. Within that, it will give you rules on a specific game of what you need to do. It could be press ups, could be sit-ups, could be star jumps, could be I don't know, anything. It could
Time's up.
I'm going to carry on anyway.
Go. 30 more seconds.
30 more seconds. And you didn't give me the gun time.
Oh, sorry.
So yeah, this one specifically is it's going to be posted tonight. Going to put it all over everywhere. It's based on Fortnite Battle Royale, solo, duo, and squads. Take a look and have a go at it. It's just to encourage a bit of fun, a bit of fitness if you want to, or you can even comment saying, "That sounds too easy, guy, you bear idiot. I want something more," in which I'll make some new rules, step it up, and we can really get onto it. I'm going to do a post, hopefully. Maybe we're all going to do a post of us doing it as well.
Oh, man, I'll be on it.
Really?
Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, that'd be
hopefully
great.
we might be able to live stream it tomorrow.
I'll wear my short shorts.
We don't want to commit to that just yet because there's a few things we just need to figure out. But Saturday is maybe an earmarker for us to get a little bit of that streaming, a little bit of that Fortnite fitness, we're calling it. Next week it will change. So that's on Thursday. I'm going to roll it out every Thursday to give you guys a chance to have a go at the weekend because everyone's quite busy and tired in the week. So keep your eyes open for it. So, yeah, apart from Kawaii Lis is working at the weekend.
We can get a clip of you doing it in the office in your lunch break.
You guys doing the fitness.
That's it.
There was one more thing. Oh, the summary of what we talked about. So, loads of stuff here.
Everything, we'll just chuck it all up on the website. And again, any feedback, constructive, taking the mic, anything, we're up for all of it. Obviously, don't put anything horrible like racist comments or anything like that. But
don't put anything that would offend anyone that isn't us. Basically.
I mean, we're not trying to take anybody else's mantra, but we all want to be a family here. We all want to be... everyone that gets involved, we want to try and connect with you as much as we connect with each other. And we talk about this, about our website.
W.F.G. Friends and Family, watch this space.
Yeah. There's so many ideas that we have floating around. It's just... we're all very, very busy people in work, but we commit a lot of our free time to trying to bring you guys the best content. And
we like it.
And it's definitely not the best
tagline.
content, but we're trying, and it will get better, guys. Just be patient with us, and we will get better setups, and there won't be as many party rings next time, but
Could be more.
All the party rings.
it could be just a big pile of party rings just
Yeah.
here,
I need
just
to
in front
change
of the
our
camera.
logo to a party ring, to be honest with you.
Oh,
Oh my god.
we're so good. Or
Oh
we
my-
could dress up as party rings.
Oh, even better.
I think the party ring logo is an absolute given.
Yeah.
That is done.
It's like a Candy Crush
That's
sesh.
it. I never played that. What are you on about?
No, actually, Candy Crush is on Misplay at the moment.
What?
So you
What?
can get
We
money
can
by
get
playing.
money for playing Candy Crush.
Okay, now I'm sold.
How much
Yeah.
am I dropping it in there? Right? But no, thank you for tuning in, guys. Thank you for commenting. We really, really appreciate everyone.
Yeah.
Live stream on all of our stuff, as we said. And we will hopefully see you live on Saturday. No guarantees, though, but
Yeah,
we'll put posts up and let you know. So.
Yeah, we all know a day in advance, or just a few hours in advance, that we will be up and ready to go. Summer special, streaming in the garden if we get it right.
Yeah.
Wait and see. Watch the
Fortnite
space.
Fitness.
Fortnite Fitness! And again, welcome to the team
Welcome to the team.
list. Big group cuddle. Woo!
W.F.G.
We're all best friends. Mom, it's pretty really wet.
Absolutely drenched shoulders.
Lovely.
Oh my
Brush your
God.
shoulders off. But thank you all for joining, and we shall speak to you very, very soon. Lots of love from the WFG team.
Competition. Get involved.
Yeah,
Ta-ta.
don't forget to share. Ta-ta for now. Merry Christmas. Lots of love. Bye-bye.